And here we are! Let's fucking go! It is Wednesday evening. It's a lovely Wednesday evening. And we are here for another Nexus Division playoffs match. Actually, it's the first one I'm casting. And we are going to see Bois playing with Wanting Wild. And let me bring up the bracket. Here it is. You see, they are the second match, the 4th versus the 5th seed. And they are fighting for the entry into the semi-final, where they face either Phoenix Rising Zenfight or Phoenix Rising Ruby, who will fight it out between themselves, the orc battle basically. And on the other side, we already have one other quarterfinal resolved. Gilly Shark beat a Minion Miners with 2-1, and they have to face either Caffeinated Knight or Gen M Esports. And yeah, from that on, let's take a look at the map draft. And I also forgot to introduce my co-caster, because I'm
waiting.
Because I'm once again casting with Munda and Zebra. Hey.
Hey, it's me again. If you're a regular viewer of the Dark Wolf, you know me. If not, I'm well, you would know me by now, I hope. I've co-casted him a few times now.
Yeah. It's always a lot of fun casting with you.
Yeah. I guess I'm the captain of I Just Enjoy Breadman, the #1 heroic team.
Wow.
I guess that's it. That's who I am. What up, chat?
Yeah. Bringing the analysis to my bad cast here. Bringing the skill, basically.
I do see the lobby, by the way.
Oh, that is good to know. Okay, let me.
So what were you gonna talk about? Because I forgot.
I wanted to bring up the map selection because
okay,
that's on my screen right now.
Yeah.
And
So first map is Towers, which should be interesting because it's a very late game centric, long map normally. It can also be, if you get destroyed on this map, it's a pretty big, it's a tilter. You know what I mean?
For sure. Especially if you lose all your towers and get barrage started. But that's rarely happening, right? Never really seen it in pro play.
Very rare. Very rare that happens in competitive play.
Yeah. Besides that, what else is there to know? Beef Boys had the choice between map and first pick. They took the first pick. And then Wanting Wild banned out and Furnace Shrines and Battlefield of Eternity. Beef Boys banned Alterac and Sky Temple. And then we actually get Towers of Doom. Actual #1 heroic team player. Oof.
Yeah, that's me. And this guy is second to last Storm team player.
Yes. I'm not the last one, so I'm still fine. It would be embarrassing if I were the last, but I'm only the second to last. Also, it's a division above you, so I think I'm even better than you. Ha!
Oh my god. Okay.
Or are we? I wouldn't say so.
I mean, maybe we do a Chromie 1v1.
Yeah.
Q only.
Maybe we should do
Third
that.
point of Volskaya. That's the true skill test, boys.
Chromie 1v1.
Q only.
Q only. Oh my god. So even skill involved in? Can't even auto attack. Yeah. It's not even a real test. Anyway. Seems we're about to start here. Since
Yeah, we're just waiting on Running Wild.
Running Wild says they need a second, which is already over.
Did you say you were ready?
Hmm?
Oh, you did.
I did.
So actually, no I was just gonna start talking about the teams a little bit. If
Yeah,
that's fine
go
with
ahead.
you, Aragon is. Oh, they're ready, so we might just be heading in a draft. I know Running Wild a little bit because I've scrimmed them before.
Share
I
your
was supposed to
information
scrim
with
him again,
us.
but didn't didn't pan out. And I would say they're pretty good. Um,
And there we go, actually. The draft is starting.
I was gonna say more, but I don't think I should reveal too much.
I mean, if you
I would
have
say they're
any
not bad. They're pretty good.
any preferred picks from
Um,
them, maybe you could share that with us.
no, I don't really remember the drafts that well.
Wow.
I'm
What
not
are
a
you even
big
here for?
true. I mean, looking at their stats, it looks like they really, really, really love their Sonya. Um, they have played Sonya in literally half their matches. So I'm expecting to probably see that come out from them during this one. Um, and for Beef Boys, I don't think I've seen a team with more heroes played than they do. They literally have 4 full rows of heroes played. That is a very, very large
That is very
hero
impressive.
pool.
For now, we see only standard picks, or meta picks.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
Dahaka first pick, really strong.
And there's the
And then
Sunday you
there's the
mentioned.
Sonya. Yeah. And
And
the
wow,
Stukov,
this
who
drop is
is
going fast. Holy shit.
yeah, I mean we're trying to talk about some of these picks, but they're not giving us the time.
Tychus, also
So
another solid pick on towers, or just in general.
yeah. Um one thing to note about the Garrosh ban is that Felipe is playing tank for this team, and he's normally not a tank player, and his best tank, I would say by far, is the Garrosh.
So
So I'd say
taking it
that's an
out.
appropriate ban against that player.
Taking it out seems very important to running wild. You don't wanna run away from it ghost too much.
Yeah.
They're
The
also banning the
Anduin
Undrain,
ban.
so kind of limiting the healer pool. Well, they already have a Stukov.
Yeah, but the Malfurion is really good.
You have
I
a couple of
think
options for sure.
I would like to see the Malfurion for Beef Boys. And they do play it, so it looks really good with their comp so far. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it would be a solid pick.
Yeah, can definitely
Unless,
be strong with the Maiev, the root, and the pull.
yeah. And normally with Tychus, you're hoping to maybe get some picks, and the root is also good for that.
But first, we're gonna see a running wild picking here. I expect a tank at least. And there's Johanna.
Yeah.
They denied themselves the Undrain.
And the
Could have maybe gone
Greymane.
for a double healer setup. But yeah, there's the Greyman as well.
Interesting.
Wonder why they pick up the Greymane this early on. Maybe there's
I mean, it's not
something.
really early, it's a pretty late pick, but
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
also surprised.
there are stronger or other picks than Greyman.
Oh, it's actually a very comfort pick for them. It's
Okay,
one of their top 3 most played heroes with a very good win rate. And there's the Anub and Deckard.
then it makes actually a lot of sense. Oh, and yeah,
Yeah,
not from my Furion, as you predicted, but for Deckard.
yeah, I understand the Deckard. I think it's strong. I don't know about you, but I still think the mouth might have been better here. Not sure. Maybe I got
We'll
a bit of a
see. I
mouth boner
mean,
right now.
both of them similar, similar kit. They both have a root. They both have heals.
Okay, I like that pick. Falstad is a really strong pick, not only on this map but just in general. And he was left up until last pick, and that's what I thought they were gonna pick in their
Instead
three
of the
four
Greymane.
is the Falstad. Yeah, instead of the Greenman. So
Both teams with a solid draft here. Which do you prefer though?
it's hard. It's actually really hard to predict this one. So I think both teams have big opportunities, have big win cons. Um, I think it'll be a bit harder for Running Wild to play, so I kind of like the Beef Boys draft a little better. And that's mostly because I think the Greymane is really hard to play into Maya Noob. But,
I
you know,
definitely
we'll
see
see.
your point. Let's see if it actually plays out like that. Because we are going into game number 1. We have on the left side the Beef Boys with Would Be a Guy on Tigers. We have Yox on Deckard, Felipe on Bois, Hard playing the Mayev, and Tribulation on the Dehaka.
And on the red side, we got Running Wild with Kairu on the Greymane, Elixir on the Sonya, Mr. Executive on the Stukov, Verd is how I'm going to pronounce that on the Falstad, and Full On Grits on Johanna.
Both teams going straight in the middle, trying to get that first wave cleared up as fast as possible.
And Running Wild's already playing pretty safe, I would say.
Trying to avoid the Maya pick.
Already a missed W on the Maya. Alicia taking a lot of damage, but she's going to be fine.
Yeah.
She is the tap.
He's going to be a little bit late in the top lane, where the Haka only is. Now blue team also tries to prevent the rotation here a little bit.
Yeah, and that's a smart play. Any talents you think are interesting?
I think for sure the Deckard talents are something to look at. To study it is on level 1.
Yeah, I agree that that's a little weird, but
uncommon
actually
compared with a W talent, which you usually see. And we're going
Remy
to
might
see
be
an
in
invade
trouble.
here on the red side. Siege camp. There's the Haka ball coming in, and Sonya's not here. They're going for the Stukov. The drag misses though, and it seems red team is retreating very fine though. No kills yet,
Sonya
and
comes
now
in.
Sonya's arrived. They're trying to turn it
this
around.
Tigers is in trouble.
Tigers goes down, can they find any more? But also Johanna very low. Gets another heal and
Nice
now
healing.
Rock is in trouble. And
Wow.
falls. And running wild. Surviving for a long time in this 5v4. And then turning it back around when Sonya arrived. Looking pretty good in this early game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that was actually a smart invade by Beef Boys, even though it went poorly, because they were hoping to, like, maybe get a fast pick with the Dahaka burrow, but they weren't able to get it.
I agree. The execution was definitely messed up. And yeah, they lost 2 heroes in that engage.
Yeah,
And of
unfortunate
course,
for them.
Then Running Wild also got the opponent's camp.
I hope they keep trying to play aggressive with the Dahaka, though. I hope it doesn't scare them too much.
Making
And,
use of the global on the offlane.
Yeah. And we've got messages from chat, so let's actually interact with them, because last time it stuck and we didn't. So apparently I got Verd correctly. That's how you're supposed to pronounce that. Little fight going on, but I don't think anyone's gonna die here, so.
Yeah, just the red team trying to press the siege camp in, but doesn't look like they're gonna succeed with it. The team's defense is strong.
Yep.
Also, the
Especially
Haka
when you
ball
got-
should be up again.
Yeah, it definitely is. Especially when you got the Ruby. You know, a noob, you saw him get pretty low, but then you got a big Ruby and just went straight back to full HP. Burrow's gonna come in right now. Let's see what happens.
They're trying to make this fight work at least.
Tongue misses, but
And
they have
they're
a
going
lot
for
of
the
damage
hammer.
on this Joe.
And
with the knives.
yeah, these engages don't work for them. And Running Wild is just pulling back and then re-engaging when Sonya was again. They're getting 2 kills here.
Yeah.
And it feels like the B-Boys need to work on the execution in these fights. Because they have the initial advantage with the Hakabau. But they somehow already mess up every time.
I mean, what I will say is that I think lately I've kind of discovered that Stukov is probably one of the most overpowered heroes in the game with that silence build. So it's really hard to play into that. Kyra might be in trouble here.
This is evil.
Yeah.
And then Gwen just walks out. And there's the level 7 for both teams. We actually see in the rhythm for the Tigers. It's also not a talent that is picked often.
Yeah, I think the attack speed is. I think the attack speed is always the play for Tychus, even if you don't like complete the quest.
Well, Tychus completely isolated and nobody there to help
him. Wait, and the Haka is dead too?
Oh my god, yeah, running wild is just running away with this game.
Yeah, they are absolutely destroying right now. 6 kills to 0, up an entire level, almost a level and a half.
Not only getting these kills, but also getting that XP lead.
But we gotta keep in mind that this is towers. This early lead might not matter in the end. It's really good to have, but on towers you can always bring it back.
Yeah, as long as you have health points on the core, there's always one way back into the game. You just need to stabilize, and that's exactly what it all is about. Next altar phase spawns. I think both
we should just see a trade here.
Team looking for the stall, but I can't find it. Maybe they were looking for the fight with the level 10 advantage, but they weren't in time.
Yeah. They probably wanted to hopefully stall with the Joe, but the Joe did not get in proper position for that, so.
I would actually like to see them more aggressive now with that advantage. They should even look for this bottom fort. Maybe they're doing it now. Because they had a small time window. And they still do.
But they have Falling Sword. They don't have Blessed Shield, so it's going to be a little harder to get aggressive. They need that Sonya there, probably.
Oh, maybe. Besides the Falling Sword, we have the leap and go for the fort, by the way.
Yeah, so there, and by there, I'm saying Running Wild are hoping to dive with the leap, get the Greymane in there as well, and then Falling Sword on top, and get 2 people unstoppable. On that backline.
And there's the aggressive flag for Python, gets a 3-man gust. Oh my god. But Python gets cocooned. And Greymane is kind of isolated now, very far.
Oh, he's completely alone.
He gets all one again, I'm missing his bow, but now Fightlet in a little bit of trouble. Finally,
they're all super low.
And Fightlet goes down, the first kill for the Beef Boys.
She needs to leap out, I think. Oh, is she not going to leap?
Big bow, and they turn it once
goes
again
for
around.
The aggressive leap. Wow, that's some big balls.
Yeah, and we're underestimating the damage there from that silence. And a very good leap from Sonya, not immediately leaping out, but using the leap to get the Anuak.
Yeah, well done there.
This fight looks very even, because red team members are up again. Unless blue
can they get this cancel? They can't.
No.
Okay. And the Greymane might die for it.
Nah, the Haka missed his Q, and without an Anuak, they can't really go for anything else.
And right there you saw, in that last fight, you saw a little bit how disgusting Stukov is, because that's the biggest reason that Sonya lived there, is because there was just a silence in that bush where the entire enemy team was standing and they couldn't use any of their spells. But it was also a really great lead by the Sonya to turn that fight around and get at least 1 pick on their end.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, on the other side, we have
W gonna come out, false that little caught.
And there's the silence interrupted. The Haka once again comes in with the bow, but the swipe from Stukov seems to be bringing everyone to safety except Fightset, who actually gets dragged down. But on the other side, Greymane gets a counter kill on the Maiev. Now it's just a matter of escaping for him. And
but Master Executive.
That is the strength of Deckard, slowing and rooting people in place from far away.
Okay, so there you go. Beef Boys are really showing some life now.
Yes, after a very hard early game.
Yeah, they were really getting destroyed early, but now they've kind of turned this around, and the XP is now even, the core is now even. Yeah, this is gonna be a close game.
Heading into this mid-game, we have both teams on even footing, which is actually very exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we will, like, if neither team gets much advantage. We're gonna head into a very even late game as well. And you know, Towers of Doom late games can get wild.
Oh, this Sonya is just dying. She's dead.
The Tyke is just shreds her down. Oh my god. First kill of the...
my gosh. And then, in the meantime, the Haka gets mid.
And yeah, the Beat Boy is now running a little bit over.
Yeah, it's really going the other way now.
Finally
Running Wild is having a lot of trouble.
Also, there were no ultimates used to save the Sonya. Not the Gust, no Falling Sword.
They just didn't notice. And I will say that is the strength of In the Rhythm, because normally if you go the bigger they are or the attack speed, there's a potential that that minigun's gonna run out and it's not gonna just completely one-shot that Sonya, but in that moment, that's definitely the talent that you would like to see on your Tychus, even though most people wouldn't pick that. And Sonya might be caught again.
Oh yeah, completely alone. The team is in near her though, and she is looking for a turnaround.
There's gonna be a leap coming out.
Raymond gets cocooned. Isolation is on the Sonya. This team fight looks very messy.
Very
messy. The team finding a clean engage.
I think there was a good opportunity for a leap there, but doesn't seem like Running Wild.
Very hesitant on these engages.
Okay, they really want this bottom camp.
Both teams not committing fully for the fight yet.
Yeah. A lot of ults up, yeah, still. Actually, just kidding, Beat Boys had no ults.
But Running Wild kind of stabilizing after they lost a lot of kills in the mid game. Now with a successful invade, also getting back camp. And if they get that in, that tower in the bot lane could fall. And that would mean a big advantage in the fight for the bottom altar here. That is spawning in 5 seconds.
Okay, so Running Wild is going to go for the double top play.
Yeah, maybe they're looking for the invade. Fighter is flying. And the Haka gets gusted. But I think he can run out of there. He has the enhanced agility, so he's a speedy boy. But they
are going to get the double cap.
Yeah, they get the double cap. 8 shots fired from them. The bot lane
they
though.
were down 16s.
The Beat Boys making a play for the tower. But they're getting collapsed on now. 16 versus 16. They are committing for this tower now.
Oh, they are committing hard for this
tower.
tower. Look at all the Deckard potions. How did they die here? Isolation misses. Deckard's leapt on.
But he runs out of there, and now it looks like a very bad fight for Running Wild, because they're kind of stuck here under the tower. Raymond falling very low. And also Fighter on the other side is not very healthy. Oh, the drag on this took off. And that is another kill for the Beat Boys.
Wow.
And with a clean team fight, they gain the upper hand in this game.
Yeah. And now they are in the driver's seat to win this one, for sure.
Getting that bottom tower was a risky play, because the collapsion was happening. But with the Hakabo, they just took the fight. They were prepared for that. Yeah. Now they just need to defend the bottom tower.
And this is really hard for Running Wild to push in, because fighting into this Maev is going to be very difficult under that fort. Or I guess that keep. You see Sonya, she really wants to make a play bot.
Yeah, full 5-man commitment. Sonya trying to flank.
Gonna walk
Whole team is actually trying to flank.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's working out though. Blue team seems to be aware of that. Maybe they're just trying to get in position for this next altar.
Yeah.
But also the mid tower is pretty low. Deckard could pick that up at any time. He's going early here, by the way.
Full on Grits is just absolutely taking a ton of damage right now.
If the Beat Boys win this team fight, it could mean a game already.
Isolation misses.
Oh, that's a big cooldown.
Swipe?
The Cocoon comes out of the Stukov, but the Gus saves the engage. Falling Sword comes to help the Greymane. Health bars are dropping. Sonya doesn't get rooted, fortunately. Oh, Greymane jumping in with low health on the Tychus in the Odin. Oh, he gets the heal. Oh, it wasn't enough. The heal from Stukov. And now running wild.
Oh,
It's not getting
what is
slaughtered.
happening?
We're losing with Stukov, but it's a 2-for-2 so far because Underwork and the hacker also down. And now Tigers
oh
is
my
also...
gosh.
Wait, what is going on? It's a
What is
full-on
going on in
slaughter!
They have to split. They have to stay split so the Maiev doesn't get a ton of damage, but they can win this.
In the end, as the dust settles, we have a 2-on-2 here. Wait,
Oh.
Sonya gets isolated. Oh, no, not
The
isolated.
Falstad was hoping that the Sonya would get the cancel, but she just got bored and fucking Maiev ulted. That's a
Trying
great
to
play by the
reclaim his
Maiev.
bottom tower, but Sonya is kind of stuck here. Maya
Solid gust, but the
kind
Maev's
of
there.
voids the gust, yeah. Wow, red team's health bars are so low. They don't have a healer anymore.
Oof.
So they have to
Wow.
abandon this. Oh, the Decker tries the snipe. But his damage
That
is
was
so
a
low.
close fight. I think they can maybe no, they can't recap bot lane. Wow.
Level 20
That was
is
a really
all
close fight, but
there for brief boys as well.
yeah. Running
Like I
Wild
said,
was really hoping to win that.
This
And
the
they
tower is
almost
also
did.
low.
I would really like to see this Falstad playing topside right now. He doesn't have to sit bot with his team. It doesn't do a lot for him to do it when they are down an entire level.
Yeah, maybe the play is to pressure with the hacker more. Get
Pressure
attention.
the top keep is what I would say mostly.
Yeah, that as well, of course.
Oh, this could be a kill on the Falstad. Oh, but they have the falling sword. And they do use it.
But it just barrels out of here. Now the next altar spawns. It won't be lethal yet. Only 5 shots can be fired from it so far. And it
they're
seems the
gonna be
red team is going for boss play here.
What?
Sending Grayman and Stukov up there. Trying to defend these pumpkins going in with 2 people. But not sure if that's the right play.
Okay,
comes
none of
out
the.
to
Oh,
save
one
the winner.
pumpkin went in.
Only one?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, only
10
one.
shots and 5 more from the altar now. So we're down to 5 shots. Boss is off the map. It would only shoot 4 shots, so it wouldn't be lethal anyway.
Yeah.
But
You know,
yeah.
I
sorry.
think that playing for topside is a good idea, but I would rather have seen them go for this keep, like I said before, rather than go for the boss. I mean, I guess it is a takeaway so that Beef Boys doesn't have that option anymore.
We just want to make sure maybe that nobody can take this at any point if they fall down to 1 shot. But one of these altar will be lethal if the bottom tower is not reclaimed anytime soon.
Yeah.
And it
Looks
seems
like-
we're going for desperation play now. Sonya is setting up
Oh,
a
yeah.
flank here, looking
We're gonna
for the
fight this.
leap. But now she's spotted. Not sure what they're actually going for. Trying in full force, but
Odin's
there's the
gonna come
Odin, and it is level 20 Odin. Big red button. And work, fails his spore though. Now the hacker comes in. The wind tunnel comes out. Really weird engage from Running Wild.
Oh, man.
Not looking very decisive. They haven't used the leap of a falling sword yet.
Sonya just used Ignore Pain. That's
Yeah.
actually a huge cooldown.
That is actually really big. And they're trying to make their way in here. That could
All
be
Beef
of
Boys
use,
need
though.
to do is get this bottom altar. That's it. That's all they need.
Yes, they only need 1 of them. But Running Wild is running in, looking to stall. And yeah, I'm really trying to make this rogue work. On the other side, we have Sonya once again getting drilled down a little bit. And there's
Isolation
wait,
on
there's
two.
Stukov going down, gets dragged by Stukov and also was isolated, I believe. And
Yeah, he
huge
was.
leap on
Oh,
3
big
people.
leap.
Can we turn this around? Maya very low, but the triple low Renato is helping.
Oh, that's a
Beef
good
Boys.
gust.
And wait,
But the Maiev can just go mid and end the game. But she's not going to.
no, they're trying to win this fight a
it
bit
doesn't
definitely.
matter.
It's going to be game. 3 kills for Beef Boys. They are cocooning Johanna. Faisal on the wrong side. And there is no stalling in this game anymore.
It's over.
Johanna tries to go in the air. but it's a quadra kill for the Tigers. And this is going to be game number 1 in favor of the Beat Boys. GG, well played.
Wow. And what a turnaround that was, because I think they were down 2 full levels in the early game.
2 levels? Wait. Actually?
Or maybe not.
I think it was 1 level. But
At
yeah,
least at least 1.5, okay, at least.
Yeah, at one point they were down a lot of XP. And they struggled a lot in that early game. I completely agree with you. Using all their engages, where they actually had a 5 vs 4 most of the time. At least for a short time.
But they were able to turn it around.
Yeah, after 10 I think the game kind of shifted in their favor.
For sure.
And I was skeptical a little bit about that ultimate from Deckard, because I think the stay a while and listen is a lot better. But in that last fight, I think he got 3 ultimates out.
Yeah, he got a lot of value.
That was kind of nuts, I have to say.
For sure.
And yeah, by now these things also deal damage, so there's that.
Yeah. And this is a best of 3, right?
Yeah, this is going to be a best of 3, but the semi-final is going to be a best of 5 if I am correct.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think Nexus, Heroic, and Storm. No, Storm is totally different from the other division. But yeah, Nexus, Heroic have best of 5 semifinals, and then all the other divisions have best of 3 semifinals.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm giving you the stats before we move on. Deckard actually the only one not dying in the whole game. And also keeping his team alive. 93k healing compared to 64 from Stukov.
He was solid on the Deckard for sure.
Yeah.
They played around the potion setups really well. The big potions got a lot of value this game, I would say.
Also Stukov probably a lot more focus on his silences. But he tries to fall out.
Yeah.
I have a Greyman, not doing too much in this game. The fights are out-damaging him by a solid 15k.
Yeah, and that's what I was scared about with the Gray Man. It's hard to do a lot into that team as Gray Man, I would say, but they felt comfortable with it. They wanted to go for it, and they made it work in the early game. Just later on, it was.
And we're already going to our next map here. If I see that correctly. And it's going to be Cursed Hollow.
And they actually picked map, I think?
Oh yeah. Nobody switched that up. It seems like it.
Unless the first pick is on the wrong team, Running Wild picked map, which is definitely an interesting play.
Usually you see the team that has the choice going for first pick. Since it's such a powerful tool.
For sure.
Getting started in the
forces the Junkrat ban, at least in higher level of play.
Also, we have to resolve a poll actually. Some points going in favor of Beef Boys. But yeah, it was a very exciting game. Back and forth it went, with Beef Boys getting the final victory. But Running Wild definitely having the shot, and that only makes me more exciting for this next game.
Yeah.
Because I would actually like to see a third game.
Yeah, for sure, I would too. And this is another map where Falstad and Dahaka matter a lot. So we might see just another Dahaka first pick from Beast Boys. Wouldn't be too surprised because it did have a good amount of value in that last one. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
Draft is starting. Let's get into it. Curse Hollow. Way bigger map, and as we said, Running Wild chose this one. So expect them to have at least a good strategy planned out. Because you can definitely play some good macro on Curse Hollow.
Yeah, and it's a great map for Greymane if you're trying to play that macro. And I know that, or at least I think that Verd likes his Sylvanas. So maybe they'll try some Sylvanas Greymane macro shenanigans.
That could definitely be an
Right
option.
wing.
No
Throwing the first
mischievous.
ban. Once again, Garrosh. Once again. Don't expect the bans to change much here.
Yeah, I might expect the Haka ban, because that was very powerful on towers.
Yeah, but there's no way that they banned the Hawk over Junkrat, right?
I'm not sure. They could definitely do that. For now, Vala is out.
Same bans from Beef Boys.
Yeah, that's
You're right.
Ah,
They give the
wait,
Junkrat.
you're wrong. You suck.
Okay, thanks, dude.
And yeah, there's a Junkrat immediately picked up by Beef Boys.
Yep. And that's what you sacrifice when you're trying to target ban the Garrosh.
Yeah, you're giving
You
up
sacrifice
you're
that.
giving up a ban.
Yeah, they will get either the Dahaka or the Junkrat, and both games that's been true.
They're taking more time this. They're taking.
Same picks.
Oh,
Lukov
wow.
Sonya.
They must be really feeling with Sonya.
Yeah.
I know that Stukov is really strong, but not sure if Sonya is that should be that high on the priority list.
Yeah, it is by far one of their most picked heroes. They do love it.
There's
And
Tychus again.
Tychus Hogger.
Solid picks for Beef Boys. I really like the Hogger on this map. A lot of angles.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. And he can also do that bruiser camp very effectively.
if he can find the spin angle, he can definitely do a lot of damage.
I mean, right now, if we were looking at only these starts of draft, I would rather be Beef Boys at this point.
And they're actually banning the Deckard.
Yeah.
They seem to be very afraid of that pick.
Not the Anduin this time, the Dagger this time. And there's the Sylph ban that I was calling that. Running Wild might have run that. I would have liked to see it picked instead of the Sonya, but they wanted their Sonya. And now they can't get the Sylph, so maybe they're hoping for something else.
Not going for Gwanin, but Wayna this time.
Whoa.
That is interesting, to say the least.
That is pretty spicy.
Not sure if I like that. I mean, the Deathwing can work on this map, definitely. After 7 years, a lot of stalls for the objective. So,
yeah.
Not sure what they're actually going for here.
I think the Anoob's gonna come out again.
No.
It's not.
It's gonna give you a Murden. And even
Maybe for the
Anub'arak was
Tehran.
missing a lot of stuns. Maybe he can do a little bit better on the Murden.
That's... The Tehran is a really interesting pick. And the Zeratul.
No main tank. That is
yeah,
very
it's a triple
spicy.
front line. And this is their season life. If they lose this, they're gone. So they must believe in this combo, and they're just going for it on this last.
They picked the map, so I hope they have a strategy down. Because that is a wild draft.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be melee Deathwing. Because it kind of has to be, right?
Maybe. I mean, Deathwing is a solid pick in the Junkrat, And I would say that people overrate Tychus as a Deathwing counter, but in this draft where Deathwing is the main tank, definitely not. Tychus definitely does well into that Deathwing.
I completely agree with you. And it's their life, so they had to make the tough decision here. Let's see who can take this game number 2. If it's going to be the Beef Boys, who are on the left side once more with Felipe playing the mid, and we have Would Be a Guy on Tychus, Yox on 2 on the Heart playing the Junkrat, and Tribulation on Hogger.
And on the red side, once again, it's Alexia on the Sonya running it back. Kairu on the Rainer, full on grits on the Deathwing. Mr. Executive once again being Stukov. And Verd this time pulling out his Zeratul. And they already lost because they got hit by the owl. So GG, no re.
Ranger picked up on level 1, so piercing oils, plus more damage.
Yeah, and they say it in chat too. GG, owl OP.
But I think the winning condition for Running Wild here is definitely the Zeratul. If he can scale up, if he can find those picks onto on Junkrat, he can definitely make this draft work. But I think most of the burden in this game is going to be on him.
Yeah, I would agree. It's armor plate Deathwing, which I think is good into Tychus, right?
I'm not a Deathwing player, so I would have to read the headlines to know what they do.
Yeah, I'm not a Deathwing player either. We got
you're
no
not a Deathwing player. You're an offlaner. You should know these
fuck
headlines.
no.
Yeah.
If I see a Deathwing, I'm Leo or Malthael, and I'm chilling.
Deathwing's basic attacks against enemies, he was healing for 25% of the damage dealt. And upon losing an armor plate, he becomes protected for 75 seconds. There we go.
That'd be great. Becoming protected for 75 seconds.
Yeah, that would be kind of OP.
Okay.
I'm gonna lie.
And now we see the Hogger trying to answer with the siege camp, but
oh, he misses his spinning though.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna take a little bit for Hogger to get this out now.
Do you know if he has an infinite spin on this camp, by the way? On this
it should. Oh.
Yeah, he gave it up that way, and now that hard camp is unanswered for the moment. I mean, they're pushing it out together.
And it is Exterminator Rainer, by the way.
Yeah, so he's definitely pushing the structure down. The full front wall is gone, I believe. Yeah, we're getting these towers. And that is already a huge win for Running Wild.
Yeah, that's a really good start.
And the top lane Zeratul can easily deal with the siege camp. Well,
it does get a lot of damage.
Decent damage, Junkrat
now
helping keep out there.
Yeah. And this is the Rainer not going to siege? Okay.
So we're having some trouble with attackers again. So
yeah, I mean it's rough. It's rough laning in. Oh, and he's the bigger they are this time. I don't like that.
That is interesting.
I actually thought this would be a better game for the talent that he took last time.
If he keeps his uptime, yeah, maybe. Oh no.
And
seems
this
like
guy
is
taking a lot of damage.
Tribute. They're trying to start with Deathwing, and they do so once. But he's losing a
that,
lot of hit points for that.
I think Deathwing needs to fly to stop this.
I mean, he doesn't have.
But he's not going to get it in time. Okay. Tribute is done.
Yeah, but Sonya got some free time in the bot lane, picked up the tower and the whole wall. In the mid lane, they defended the hard camp. And that for the only cost of tribute given.
Okay, and we see Running Wild do a play towards bot, but that siege camp's already over, or already dead, I mean.
Rotation comes in from Beef Boys, but I don't think they're catching anyone here.
The Junkrat is still going traps into
a Deathwing.
The Deathwing. Yeah. So that's an interesting one.
Maybe he's trying to look other people out.
Yeah, I mean it's probably aimed towards the Zeratul.
Yeah.
But for anyone wondering, Deathwing normally is a counter to this build because, of course, he is unstoppable. And that's why normally you see the Junkrats go for a more few-centric build when there is a Deathwing
Also,
on the
the
enemy
Zeratul
team.
actually going for the Warp Skirmisher on level 7. So not going for Wormhole, I believe, as an enabling talent.
That's
and
very
Murden,
questionable.
was on the beginning here. Gets moved back, but Deathwing is also there. Now next to build spawns. Seems like blue team is here in full force, but Zeratul is looking for the siege camp top. So we're team only with 4 heroes here.
Oh, this Hogger's in trouble.
But yeah, Hogger just going
Dead.
down! Deathwing escaping with whatever this ability is called where he's flying out. Sonya Bow is walking into trap, and that will be at least a counter kill. And now.
Oh, and I think the Stugov might go down here as well. Oh, no, just kidding.
He is safe.
This time the Deathwing's in the air though, so he can cancel this for a long time.
And Zeratul picked up the siege camp actually. For one, or
I'm wondering if the Zeratul will actually make his way down to fight this.
Oh, he missed!
He misses.
The Deathwing missed. Tried to snipe both people. But this is pretty bad now. Missing that stall.
Yeah.
I probably hope for more time there.
Yeah, I think Running Wild is definitely hoping to get more time on these tributes that they're currently getting. And they're going straight on boss though. They are up 10s. And Beef Boys,
I think their plan was to wait for 10.
Okay, here they go.
Probably go onto this with full force. And this is going to just be trade and bosses. Teams on it. We're team a little bit faster. But I don't
Well,
think
yeah, because they started earlier.
Down here. Tychus is also not on it. But our team could does have a time to push now in the top lane.
Yeah.
Let's see if I actually do
I don't think they will though. Maybe they do.
Yeah, we're working on the camp. Also the tribute spawns here. And this one you definitely want to contest because it's curse point for the Big Boys.
They're just going for this fort. They're using Hyperion for it.
Hyperion also coming out.
Incredibly aggressive.
Hogger is solo defending the top from now. He could come in with a
leap!
Oh, leap on the backline. On 2-1 is down. I completely missed that. I didn't think they would engage him this fast. Very decisive on that.
Good job. And that's why the Tyrande was a bit of a questionable pick, because into that Sonya, she is a prime target. You want to go for that Tyrande every time.
Can just delete her if she's anywhere near. Near those two. Also losing the bot 4, so that is just equalized with the top one.
Yep.
This game is going to be interesting now.
Wait a sec. Felipe trying to go for something. Maybe just scouting. Nope. He's trying to go for this. I don't think this is a play they can make.
I mean, Sonya is on the way, but she's not quite there yet. But with Deathwing on the point, that will be interesting contestation.
Yeah, for sure. And they're gone.
Sorry for that.
They recognize that this is overly aggressive.
Yes. Giving up his hard camp, losing some tempo. But also bringing the Sonya over. So now our team is late on this tribute.
Whoa. They go for this siege camp.
They have with Stukov.
Okay.
And yeah, this fight is going to be a very decisive one. Could turn this game on its head.
Yeah, for sure.
Setting up. Well, level 13 is very close for running wild though, so that is a potential advantage.
Yeah.
I get it. On the Hogger, and then Hogger is low. Oh my god, we were going for the kill, but now 200 is
He's got no teleports.
And he's getting collapsed on. The stun from Murden connects, but he gets the gloves.
Not quite gonna die.
Stukov
is going for the cap. They have no healing.
Murden,
and he's not gonna get it.
No, Murden is in. Leap comes out, and the silence is big. The Deathwing fears the Murden in, but the Stukov is silent.
Oh, Zeratul's dead?
Wait, what is happening? Oh, the fight is all over the place, and Wayne on the side gets down. Deathwing survives on...
Can he fly?
He has survived. Wait, and he goes into
Oof.
the... He is alive. But this
He's
is going
gonna
to
go
be
for the
a curse.
cancels now.
Oh yeah, he is going to stall a little bit longer. But
This
eventually
is for
it will
sure
be
gonna
picked
go
up.
in for
That is
Beef
curse
Boys.
for the Beef Boys. Who are looking for the 2-0.
Wow. That fight was so split, and the Stukov wasn't able to get any healing on any of his members. He went for the cap, wasn't able to get it, and then when they tried to re-engage, the Zeratul was already half HP, the Sonya was already half HP, and the Stukov was on the other side of the map.
And Murden got into his avatar somehow. Not sure how the Tukov got interrupted there. Because I think he had a silence on the Murden. Or maybe he
No,
just
it
ran
was
out
Murden.
of time. Because after 7, yeah, the silence has a...
Zeratul going for a kill on this. Does he not have any more Vorpals? Or
No,
maybe
he
he just
doesn't.
doesn't want to go for it.
I think with that W talent on, or the warp skirmisher on level 7, he doesn't have blinks anymore. Now Sonya
Going
is
for
in a
this
little bit
Sonya.
of trouble. Murden jumps in
She
for her,
leaps. Oh.
and she just leaps out.
I'm not sure if the leap was necessary there, but it's fine to just make sure you're living. I don't think that's a bad
It
play
looks
at all.
like the Beef Boys are only getting 2 forts. The top 4 lives for now.
Ah, no, they got it.
Yeah, they are finally pushing in. For a second they might leave it, but now that they see everyone on the map, they take it. Could have gone for that a little bit sooner in my opinion, but yeah.
I mean, it goes down either way.
But this game is
Now-
not over. By any
Yeah.
means.
Zeratul, if they can reach level 20, which it looks like they will, because Beef Boys, they need another 3 tributes, which will take a while. Zeratul will spike
The
very
bosses
hard.
are coming up, so that will definitely be a winning condition. Both bosses
Possibly.
are on the map.
It is an Exterminator Rainer.
And yeah, blue team is immediately going for it. Red team a little bit slower on their play. Not sure
Yeah, they
what
might
they're
not go
deciding to
for it at
do.
all.
They want the siege camp, but they think the Murden is there with his whole team. Very smart play from Felipe.
Wow. This
Scaring.
this is some Chad shit right here.
Yeah,
Oh my
I like what
god.
he's doing there.
This is Giga Chad. Zeratul's
Eventually gives up
just
the
trying to solo the boss now. He's like, guys, we gotta do this.
Yeah, but now blue team has taken the boss and they can easily go for a double boss play now.
Yeah.
Red team has to decide now. Are we going to fight this or are we going to defend boss? Top boss? Because this one is definitely going for a keep. Not even a wall there to defend.
They're so scared of the Murden.
Yeah, Murden is just
Crazy.
the best character in the game. What can I say?
Yeah. This guy, the Dark Wolf, definitely a big Murden abuser. For
In my
sure.
opinion,
And now,
the best hero in the game.
Sonya's gonna show bot, but they're not in position to do that boss anymore. But they are still gonna go for it.
The
Here they
defense
go.
From Wayne and Sonya is going to save the keep. But that gives the blue team time for top boss.
Actually, I don't think that saves a keep. Look at that giant wave.
That is a big mini
Okay, no,
wave,
it
but
does,
the siege
it
giant
does.
should be able to clean it up with a wave arriving.
Yeah.
And
I really want red team to just continue this boss.
oh
I
yeah,
like
they
this.
do, and the boss didn't get
I like
reset.
this a lot.
But they're
Oh,
losing a
the
lot of
stun.
hit points. That's a double root
Oh,
into the stun of the
four-man
boss.
stun.
This is a disaster
It is an
for running
absolute
Wayne.
disaster.
Oh my god, Wayne already down. Well, the Hogger's been a little bit too wild.
No.
And at least that's a counter kill, but the slows are coming out from Grande.
She does
2
have
for
leap,
1
so
so
if
far.
she needs it, she can get out. Wow.
Boss is taking over again from the Beat Boys.
Man, they got double rooted into a 4-man Hogger stun. Oh
That
my
was
god.
disgusting to watch. Definitely misplay by them. I'm not sure how you get double rooted there.
Yeah, really.
This is Nexus division, not division E. This shouldn't happen at all.
Dude. True.
Let's see if the Zero can make something
Oh,
happen now.
he's
Ooh,
dead.
he dodges the
right?
stun. Oh, Felipe
Okay.
misses it. Not sure what happened there.
I think a little bit of both. I don't think he. Well, maybe it was out of range.
But they haven't lost a keep yet. Beef Boys not able to push in with that boss. And also bot keeps survive for the moment. They're only getting the first tribute now, so
Can they go for this Hogger? No, the Hogger's playing safe.
Scouting out this bottom.
Yeah.
Bottom
this is a smart play by Hogger.
Maybe.
You really want to go down there and clear that, but very smart of him to sit back, realize that they could be looking at him as a potential way to get back into this game. And they're going for this bot push.
And Murden is going to scare them all away again. That's
a Hyperion.
That's the power of Murden, by the way. You just need to be in the area to scare people away.
Yeah.
So S12 is looking for a flank on Tychus, though, it seems. Not sure if I all spotted him.
He is going safe way though. Good job on him. Oh, and that's a W miss.
Yeah. He went for full auto attack build, by the way. Master Warp Blade was locked in. And he's getting closer to level 20. Which is probably his biggest power spike.
Oh, for sure.
Not sure if they're gonna reach it though for the third period. If they're gonna give this one up.
He wants to go for this fort.
And it seems he's getting it. One more auto attack.
Oh,
but he gets stunned by Murden, and that is a kill you don't wanna give. Oh my god.
Man.
Felipe. Showing his Murden skills. And
That's,
now Beef Boys on the offensive. They're going for the siege game and they probably get this keep in the bot lane.
That is an overcommit and a half by the Zeratul there.
I mean, you just need to dodge the stun and then he puts one auto attack on the fort and is out. I'm not sure.
I just think you can't risk that.
I mean,
now you're gonna lose your keep.
Kind of have to have the confidence to outplay your opponents, but if you just don't do it.
Oh, Hogger is trying to go in, but oh my gosh, they're going for the end push right here.
Yeah, they have a big red button. They have level 20 advantage.
Yeah, but
pushing against a Death Ring.
Yeah, Death Ring clears this way too fast. But this is another curse.
Yes.
There is no way for Running Wild to effectively.
They will have a hard time even approaching this, and without level 20, I'm not sure if they can even do it. S12 is back though, but it doesn't look like they are looking for the contest.
I mean, what I will say, okay, Murden is going aggressive again, showing his big ass balls. What I will say is that there's still a win condition for Running Wild. They can still go through that top lane and win if they get a team fight, a good team fight going for themselves.
Yes, for sure.
So the game is not over.
Well now. Maybe get a few picks, and then they can get back into this game. But this curse.
I don't like this play by Beef Boys. This is a chance for Running Wild. They should go for this.
Yes, and that's the Death Ring. He is coming down from the heavens, and S12 is on the 200. And the 200 is already popped. This silence is also there.
S12 is super low.
Very low though.
He's alive. He should have tap. And they keep this going
now because the minions are pushing in, and catapults are on the core.
Now that is in.
Damage the core yet. Oh, but
his Death Ring is falling so low.
The S12 just killed the Hogger so low.
Hogger's dead.
And they couldn't look for
Zera's gonna keep going.
Yeah,
there's no healer. Zeratul can just absolutely run wild. Haha, get it? The pun.
But he keeps going. Oh my god, and it's another kill. Exactly what we need.
This Murden might be able to die.
S12 is on him. But there's another stun.
There's no fort there.
That hits the fort. And S12 just has a lot of blinks. Is he going for this? Is he taking the blink? No, he doesn't. They lost the top keep. So they're down 2 keeps. But they got 3 kills in this engagement. And 2 people are still down for 30 seconds and more.
This is exactly what they wanted. Now they go bot boss straight into top boss, and they try to end with that top boss. I think that's what they're gonna go for.
That might be the play, but you see Murden and
Giant Red gonna get caught?
Looking for the Sonya because they saw Sonya with them, and that's the first time connect.
That is an early ignore pain.
But what is the play here? Sonya is.
She wants to go back in. But she
Is
doesn't have
taking
ignore
this?
pain. She can't.
Oh, she's leaping and she got the
No
bonus
jump!
done. 0-2 is number 200 once again.
Oh, he has the
And
rewind.
that has to be another kill, right? Yes, that
Yeah,
is
that's
the
a
kill
dead
on
Tehran.
200. And they're staggering the deaths now. This is a huge win for the running wild.
What?
And maybe they come back into this game. But
That was an
they
interesting
are
death when
losing
fly.
the shields. Oh no, never mind.
They're losing. No, they're not losing their mid. But there are
Not
two
yet.
katas pushing on bot lane.
Yes, they will have to
This
deal with these cutters.
this is
Two
a
coming in from bot lane, one from top lane. Actually, two coming from top lane. They go in for Boss, but one has to at least go back soon. Otherwise,
okay. The death lane's just gonna.
he's just gonna land there, so they're safe. And now
Okay.
they need to go for this keep.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
they
they're
have
so
to
far
go for
behind.
the end with this, in my opinion.
Yeah, you might not end with this, but yeah, you definitely go for the keep. They even have a
They
siege
are gonna have
giant,
a siege camp with it.
but the Deathwing can't join them in any capacity.
Are you sure? He doesn't have fly?
He just landed, right?
What's the cooldown on that?
And
You
Murden
wanna
is
check?
jumping on his camp. They're trying to contest.
Oh,
I'm not sure if you
He's
wanna do this now, Murden.
he's a madman.
No, he is a Murden.
This Hogger's in as well.
And you see they're
Wait,
killing the
are they
Sonya,
winning
but
this?
wait,
No, they're
Hogger's
not.
spinning with silence. That was-
Snartoo's dead.
Oh no, wait,
Sonya's
what?
dead.
The Hogger with the
Oh
Hogger
my
pulse?
god.
Okay, this game is going crazy now. Two
Oh
kills
my
for
god.
Beef Boys. And just because Deathwing wasn't there, but he picks up another tribute. And
Snartool just got fucked up by that Odin. Holy shit.
I mean, both bosses are off the table now, and there's no curse available for Beef Boys. And they're
Yeah,
far
but they
away
can
from
get
any
this
core
mid
play.
keep. They don't have Odin. They actually have terrible core pressure. Wow.
This is an open game still.
Oh, this is a greedy play by Running Wild. They have to leave this.
Yeah, they need to leave the siege camp.
That
if
Murden has
Murden
been
jumps on
jumping
that,
in
that
on
is gone.
everything.
But every,
They gotta expect it.
that's all three keeps down now. And none keep, the top keep has survived on the top lane. So no keep was taken by Running Wild. Zero2 and Sonya up again. Are they gonna contest this tribute?
No, they
Doesn't
won't.
look like
They're-
it.
It's way too risky a tribute to contest. This is like
It's
the
on the blue side.
yeah.
They probably want to storm maybe with Deathwing because he is in the air. To want to scouting out the siege camp. But you have
I
to
don't know,
remember,
I think-
catapults will slowly push in mid lane and
Wait.
top lane.
Are they going for this? No way.
I mean, they're trying to, but I mean,
Oh
Junkrat
my
is,
god.
Oh,
They're going for
the
this.
Deathwing is just
Wait,
in there.
it's a huge land.
And Zero2 is on the T1 again. Oh, they
The
got-
Tehran is dead.
And they're
The
also
Junkrat might
getting
be
the
dead too.
Junkrat. Junkrat is also dead.
He's
Oh
dead.
my god. This is massive once again for Running Wild. They're also getting the Hogger. 3 kills. And they're getting this
That's the curse. They
This
get
is
cursed
game.
too.
There's no way this isn't game, right? With
I mean,
3
it
kills
should be.
And a
It
curse?
should be every time.
Like, we just need
This
to go for
this
a keep
Tychus
top,
should die.
for a
This
keep
Tychus
mid.
should die every time.
And yeah, Zero2 is on the Tychus. He is going for the kill. And he
Yep.
gets it. That is going to be game.
That has to be game.
He's also
They have to kill a
1v1ing
keep
with
though
Murden
before
now.
they go for the score. They just gotta keep that in mind.
Yes. Oh, the Deathwing falling a little bit lower.
Fuck, dude.
Murden jumping in.
Oh,
1v5.
Murden's just
Let's
fucking
go.
going.
Feeling no fear.
There-
The fear comes out. But they just ignore him now.
Yeah, there's no way.
He tries to get the Deathwing at least. And he might get that, to be honest. But yeah. We get a game number 3,
we
ladies
did.
and gentlemen.
No, I'm kidding.
With, with game number 2 that
Holy
was
shit.
just wild.
Yeah.
Holy
Wow.
shit. And it was going in favor of Running Wild. Ha.
Yeah, I guess they thrive in those wild games. Maybe that's the. Oh my god, look at the
Holy
Rainer
shit.
damage. Holy shit.
That late game though.
No, look at the Rainer damage, dude.
Wait, wait, 26k only? Okay. I mean,
What
Sunny
the
also
fuck?
doing 25k. We were not really fighting a lot until the late game. And then
Yeah,
Zero
but
was
still.
doing most of the work. As I said, he was supposed to be the carry, and
Yeah.
as a level 20, he definitely did his work. And carried his.
Oh shit! And the lobby is out immediately.
We're
They
going right into the next
I
game.
think
I just wanted to mention Murden with 0 deaths. So I still
it,
stay with my statement. Murden, the best character in the game.
that Murden had some big ass balls, dude. Holy shit! He was just walking in there, guys. I swear my team is behind me, and he had no one with him. It was really funny.
That is the power of a Murden.
Yeah,
Showing up,
I love that. I
showing
love that.
confidence.
It's
And that brings us to game number 3. I mean, not the Murden, but
yeah.
Running Wild is bringing us to game number 3, which is going to be Brexis.
Yeah,
Brexis
and it's
Holdout. And it
another
was
map pick.
from Running Wild. They got all 3 map picks. That's serious.
Running Wild or Beef Boys decided to give this first pick over.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, Running Wild gave them the first pick, but Beef Boys don't want to give this advantage.
What a fucking game that was.
Yeah. I thought it was done and dusted after the 2 keeps fell.
Yep.
But with 0-2 popping off in the late game.
But that was a great job of Running Wild to expose that Tehran pick because that was a greedy pick and they were able to punish it very well.
And just shows how both teams are of equal skill. The 5th place versus the 4th. Both teams just
Very close in the standings.
Yeah,
And a
very
very
close.
close match resulting.
Waiting for the last player who is taking a quick break. I think they deserve that after this game. But yeah. Brexit Holdout is going to be the last map, and I mean, it could be a quick one. Brexit is kind of known to be snowbally.
For sure. And I think this might be a good choice by Beef Boys because if they were trying to deny a Zeratul, I think Zeratul is really, really terrible on this map.
But it was wait, they chose the map? Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Then I messed that up.
Yeah, I told you that, dude.
Yeah, I somehow misunderstood that, I guess. Talking the whole time about advantage for Beef Boys because they have first pick, but I'm just talking bullshit here. Perfect. Thank you. It's all your fault, I think. Anyway.
Man. One thing I will say is that no, actually, I was thinking that the Sonya could get really abused in this one. Like if they know the Sonya's coming, they could go for like a Leoric early on or something else that fights well into the Sonya. And we're in draft.
I think we pick our tunnels this game.
Oh baby.
That would be a spicy pick. But here we go, the last draft of the evening. At least for this series. I think at the same time, Storm Division playoffs are starting right now. So I think after this game, I will send you over there. It's not. I don't wanna lose any viewers, but I think after this game, you definitely wanna check out the Storm Div playoffs, which I didn't make unfortunately. But yeah, after this game and the interview, which we will hopefully get with the winning team, I will send you over to the main channel. But let's focus on this last draft. There's the Garage Ben again.
I mean, their first pick this time, they don't have to think about which one to leave up, Dahaka or Junkrat. I would say that Dahaka, he's a lot less of a priority on this map. at least in my opinion.
And Junkrat is very strong on this one. And I also like the Gauge ban here, because the Gauge is definitely a good option for either team.
I mean, they've been targeting Felipe with that ban the entire series.
Yeah.
And they're just going to stick to their
I
strategy.
just think on Brexit it's more scary than on other maps. And they're actually gonna ban the Junkrat.
They banned Junkrat?
Okay. I wonder what they're gonna first pick now.
They don't play Junkrat. That's interesting. That's some really good information to know for other teams.
Didn't they play it in the first map? On the first map? Or was that Beef Boys?
Oh, Brightwing is left up.
Oh. This time Stukov finally banned from Beef Boys. This time they respect it.
They're done with it. I mean, the silence build on Stukov, it's ridiculous. It's
Got some good value in the last two games. Wasn't enough in the first game.
Yep, there it is. Brightwing.
Yeah, that might make it difficult for the offlane of Beef Boys. Because Brightwing can always just help out top.
Oh boy.
There's ETC Reyna. Wow.
That is interesting.
2 picks that you don't see too much at the moment.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if they're going for a 1-3-1 type of strategy on this map that you do see sometimes where you want to just go for ganks. And the Sylve is a great pick to counter that. Because if they go for ganks on the top lane, you have Sylve, you have the push, and you will win that fort race if they do choose to go for that.
Yeah, it depends on what other damage both teams go, I think.
Yeah,
so if you're having, for example, Greymane on Beef Boy's side and Exterminator, I think they just have better ways and,
I mean, Exterminator doesn't do extra damage to structures, you know that, right?
No, but to minions. So they can push off these minions faster.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it is all about. Anyway. I don't think either team will go down this road.
Ana band? What?
That is interesting. Maybe they fear Mage plus Ana pick here for some reason.
Are they scared of the Mephisto?
Or maybe they just think it's a good pick into Brightwing. Pick into Brightwing. And I mean, Ana could have been a potential pick with Kevas, not gonna lie.
Kael'thas.
Also, Unwin, I think, first time picked in the series. While my internet is going wild. What the fuck was that drop?
Actually, they've done their research because it seems like Beef Boys, they actually get some, they play Braxis as their third map and they go Ana a lot on this map, so.
And
Maiev and Leoric.
I think it was played in the first game by Beef Boys.
Oh, this is such a good Malthael game, dude. I would destroy this on Malthael.
No.
What?
Okay.
No!
We are going wild. We have ETC offlane. Let's go.
No!
On Brexus with a stage dive.
Why?
That is awesome.
Why?
Yes. I like it.
How do you ever do anything
is just
top?
The best character in the game. I mean, Murden, you can't say Murden is a bad pick. You can't.
No, I know Murden's always good. Cap, but but why?
Easy to see offlane. Maybe it's Murden offlane. Ha. Murden offlane.
How do they play this?
Anytime.
How do they? Are they going for ganks? Was I correct?
I mean, I think they just play around with stage dives after level 10. I just wonder how they gonna sustain until that.
You know, chat actually called it.
Yeah,
right?
I see it.
They actually called it.
I mean, I suspected stage dive anyway, even if he's main tank. But I thought they go Blaze or something for offlane, and then they swap around after 10 or something. Maybe that's the play. Or they just do ETC offlane with mid and main tank. That's also fine, right? Here we go into game number 3. We are hyped up. Who gets this semi-final spot? We have Hart on Kefas. We have Yox on Anduin. Felipe again on the Murden, being a chat. We have Would-Be Guy on Wayner. And Tribulation on ETC. These guys are the Beef Boys.
Oh, are you already done with it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. On the red team, Elixia playing the Leoric this time. No more Sonya. Mr. Executive on the Brightwing. So Stuka was banned. Kairu on the Sylvanas. Full on Grits on the Joe. And Verd on the Maiev this time. And we'll see how it goes now that the Maiev has swapped hands. And it looks like they're going for a 3-2. So that was their strategy.
Yeah, mind games already coming out. Chat also called that they only picked the Murden because of the mind games.
That's
Felipe
interesting.
is definitely a strong Murden. Unless he goes down here, he gets interrupted and Sylvana's going for the kill, but she can't quite get it. That's
Well, we were looking bot. I was looking at top, where a little bit of trading happened, but no kills, obviously.
I mean, I like the split from Beef Boys.
Rainer in trouble?
He is
He's
fine.
okay.
It's a Wayner. Can't ever kill a Wayner. Or a Murden for that matter, who is getting attacked here in the bot lane.
Taking a lot of damage.
But he just heats up. He picked up Perfect Storm. I think I have to call it out because it's a really bad talent right now. Because Blizzard decided to rework it for some reason. Which makes me very angry because it's such a bad talent now.
Can you believe that Kael'thas didn't go Convection? I'm so angry.
Oh yeah, this is also another sad thing. While Anduin is getting very low here.
Stun onto the
Yeah.
Sylvanas under fort, but not gonna happen. And
Nothing
this is not working out.
for
the
the
Beef
Beef
Boys.
Boys. Yeah, we're losing both sides
At
of the
all.
battle right now. There's a teleport on Sylvanas, and they're just holding this point. Also, the top lane, it seems that 2-2 is going in favor of the Beef Boys so far. So
Yeah.
they're just getting this first Zerg wave.
Oh my god.
Under
It's already
230.
Okay. What I will say is that the fact that it's this early makes it a lot less. Oh, wait a sec, Maya.
Oh, falling, and Reina misses the Q. I missed that trade completely. Yeah, this Zerg wave with Sylvanas not even top. Might get the wall. Maybe more, I'm not sure. Wall goes
So-
down. They want well, I guess. That's the most important thing. And then they might look for some counter pressure or other pressure on the bot lane with Sylvanas.
Oh, slide going in. But not gonna go down. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. The fact that the Zerg wave is this early actually makes it a lot easier to clear.
And yeah, the well is even surviving here. They didn't focus
Yeah,
that.
and that's crazy. Normally the well would always go down.
Bot lane.
And that's mostly because of its position. Because minions will focus the well, or at least the Zerg wave will focus the well before they focus the fort a few times.
Wait, do
And,
you see a health point on that? Or is it only like it doesn't
There's
show?
a bit of conversation in the chat about the 3-2, about
It
how
was a
it's
2-2.
potentially
Yeah.
what?
It was a 2-2.
No, what? It was a 3-2.
It was 2 vs 2, right?
Yeah, 2 versus 2 at the top, and then 3 versus 3 at the bottom. So 3
So-
one lane, 2 the other lane.
How is oh, okay, never mind.
3-2.
But
Yeah, I agree.
3 people were on the one side and then 2 people against the other side. I'm just dumb,
Nah.
chat. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna disagree when you're wrong. You are indeed stupid.
Alright, Murden with 27 stacks so far. Getting a lot of value. Kappa. On the other side,
yeah, I don't see the
Loss of Hope was also picked up by the Johanna. She is at 11 globes so far. Every 10 globes she gets another 5% healing. To the
Oh,
20
that's a deadly orc.
Oh no, Lyric using trade value already. Wait, that's the first game of the game. First blood going over to Bois. Congratulations.
And what happened there?
Losing a bot wall here, in the meantime.
I don't know if you saw it, but what happened there is that Leoric just took too much damage from the camp and then got slid and was able to be finished off by the boys.
The Savannah's jumping in with low health. Almost getting flanked to death by the Telfas. Now Maya on the flank here. She gets the Unween. And that might be a kill. Yes.
You will go down.
That's the trade, but Savannah's also very low. But she gets a breaking
port,
and now we're going for Telfas.
He can die as well.
There is the pull, and we're looking for Murder as well, and that's a triple kill.
And they have the trait, so that's going to be the entire fort going down in the favor of running wild. Great play by them.
Lyric holding very well against the double push from Rowena and ETC.
Yeah, and you know why? Because he just presses W on the ETC, and they can never kill him anymore.
Also, you can clear the waves really quickly, and that's a full fort advantage for running wild.
We're going for the ETC kill. Browings is going to come out, so he's okay.
Kill? The Leroy kill, right?
Oh yeah, Leroy kill, my bad.
Good cast. But yeah, we're not getting it in now. The first percentages might be taken, unless Murden is dealing with Johanna. It should go in favor of Murden, because Murden is just better than Johanna. And now with Killers arriving, Johanna can stall for a little bit longer. So they at least get 8%. But the pressure from the Murden is just too huge.
But now they're going to have the level 10 advantage.
Okay, just a second. We're also going for camp here.
He jumps in.
Happening on the left side.
There's an entomb here. This Rainer cannot step up this far.
Maybe, yeah. Lyric not using it though. Even though we had a clear advantage there. But
oh, that's the disc coming out to the ETC. The entomb is going to come out as well for sure.
And he doesn't
silence
have
the polymorph. And he's dead. And
but
this
still stunned quick.
Is going to die. Well played by
Felipe. Even though she couldn't save
falling
White
onto
the
right wing.
Is
she dead?
Might die. Oh, that's
oh shit!
Run, little White Wing, run! No, doesn't have E available anymore. So she can't get any spell armor.
I just did not expect the Pyroblast, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, kill fast. Not going for Phoenix.
Wow.
Getting that kill. Very powerful.
I'm really surprised. Because Pyroblast is not that good into Brightwing. Or into Maya. Or into Joe. So.
But he got a kill already, so it was maybe worth it. Now
sure.
we're also getting some percentages on the board. 10
I think
to
they're going to go for this top
so
fort.
far. They're getting a lot of top damage.
Are they going to Hyperion this?
And they have ETC offlane, so there might be a stage up.
Maya going in. She doesn't have her team yet.
And there's a disc on Murden. I'm not sure if that's the target you want. They also didn't get any kills. There's a stage dive.
Dive!
Maya's in
trouble.
No,
she's stunned.
And Maya, I think, should fall.
Oh,
it was very close. Brightwing teleport once again gets interrupted. We're looking for the counter kill, but lyric damage is not enough for the Unwing. On the other side, Murden just... No, wait.
There's the slide coming out on counter, though.
And running wide, losing this fight. Maybe losing the Savannas as well. Though Murden gets silenced and...
Wait! Gonna die.
Murden dies for the first time in this series. Misplaying a little bit. He didn't have avatar anymore. Definitely not the character's fault.
Slide?
The players. Oh,
the stun doesn't come out in time.
And
so close.
Him off.
Alright, are they gonna go for this top fort? I would love to see them go for this top fort right now.
They're in a 4v5 situation right now. I mean, Johanna was showing bot lane.
Slide's gonna come out onto the Sylph, but...
Oh my god, once again, can't connect
her W doesn't last long enough. Man, I would just love to see this Hyperion just being thrown out. Just to get this
I don't think they need it anymore. With that kill on Sylph, they can easily push in.
Wait.
And they're also getting Lyric. This Reyna is slapping.
Yeah.
This guy getting the kills done.
He's doing very well.
And there will be a
keeping
Zerg
his ult for the next game. He knows he doesn't need it.
I mean, they will probably get the Zerg Wave. And if you push with Zerg Wave and Hyperion, that is a push for keep, because the Zerg Wave is spawning the top lane. And they also have a global advantage with ETC, of course. The stage dive is available.
Yep.
So we're looking at a potential keep now.
And a question from chat: the silence on the ETC. Yep, that's new for Maiev Disc. Since I think it's 2
But I think
patches
it was
ago,
a
maybe
silence,
last
right? The wheeling
No. Disc silences.
Yeah, I know, but there was also a silence. I think it was a... Wait, ETC.
Okay, there's the Hyperion. He wanted to use it with the Zerg Wave.
Yeah, we can't even step up to
But
it really. Also, the
I don't.
Kefir just provides so much zoning with his flame bombs.
They can't get this wall. Or this keep, I mean. They got the wall,
Yeah,
but that's all they get.
the wave clear from Sylvanas, Maiev, and Johanna Leeway combined is just too much. ETC didn't even bother stage diving.
No point. Oh, they're going aggressive.
Yeah, they're looking for a fight.
But Felipe's ready.
Maiev. But yeah, Felipe just being a chat on the Merlin. Like I said, best character in the game. And they're not finding anything here. They're looking for Merlin, but that's not the right target in my opinion.
Okay, there's the Falling Sword cleanse.
Yeah.
Wailing Arrow hits too, but there's no fight. That's Falling Sword and Wailing Arrow coming out. They have to leave this. They can't do this anymore.
The problem with Falling Sword, you don't have a wheel engage. I mean, it was a good cleansing tool to get my F out of there. Also, M2 wasn't used. And without that, you don't really have any lockdown.
Alright, I wonder if Running Wild is going to go for this invade. They're not. I was hoping for some action.
Getting into a very even late game here.
Yeah.
Like both teams
all these games have
up.
been super close. And it's going to continue to be true for this last one.
But I think the Beef Boys with cleaner macro so far.
For sure.
At least
but
stages now.
They might be hoping to fight this on Running Wild. They're not going to get it though.
They're just looking for clear teams. They always have to be aware of ATC coming in. So they don't really want to chase too hard.
How does that tap not die? I don't... What? Like what?
It just... Surviving on his health points. Now it's regenerating shield again. Running Wild once again looking for the Murden, and he is
on
getting
Felipe.
cancelled.
He gets pulled.
Yep.
And Falling Sword is going to come out. Joe wants to keep going.
Oh,
Containment Disc misses.
That's... I mean, it's a short cooldown.
Wait. What is this?
Making a boss play here. That is
this is some Chad shit.
But, I mean, blue team is here.
They can't do this, though.
Yeah, Beef Boys putting it out. And now they're
if I was Running Wild...
They just might wanna...
This is good from Beef Boys. I really hope they finish this. They're not going to, though.
Yeah, this boss is just going back and forth. Oh, no.
No one's letting it reset.
There's a level 16 now. Wait, the boss is still alive. And DTC is on offlane. He can stay time in. Wait, are they gonna take this fight? Oh my god, I'm just stage dive. ETC with a 3-man slide! Oh my god,
Sylvanas just dies in the back of the Kel'Thas.
And this boss is going in favor of Beef Boys. It's just a matter of how many kills they can get with it. 3 people fall. And this seems to be the beginning of the end. Because they can also now take over the objective points. And they have a huge push going in the bot lane.
I would be so surprised if this didn't end up being game over.
Yes, this was a game-changing fight. And I'm not sure why Running Wild was trying to keep the boss alive. They should
have let that reset for sure.
They had no business being there against level 16.
Yeah, Beef Boys gave it the opportunity to reset, but Running Wild decided against it. They wanted to go for the fight. Yeah, but then after 16's hit...
And the boss is still healthy, but they're deciding to not take the risk of ending the game here.
What?
And I'm not sure why, because ETC could have stage dive while Lyric was not even there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lyric
trying to
dead.
get Lyric now, and he doesn't have E anymore, so this should be a kill. But this is only a Lyric. It is of
Doesn't
course a
matter
good
that
kill,
much.
but Lyric with his trade value will be quickly back.
But this is a very late Zerg wave going straight onto core.
Yes.
So
This could be game.
very scary.
Running wild. They might wanna fight this.
It looks like they
Lyric is
are
closer
trying
to full
to.
life. And
definitely
I mean,
want
Johanna
to.
without her D and ETC has slide on her. And the light one goes
Solid pull
missed
on the
completely,
back
and
line.
Maiev is on the back line. But distance from Kev are just too much. Now Maiev just gets
Oh,
blasted.
Oh
And
no.
this. Oh wait,
Oh,
she has
she got
another
her
D.
Pass
She
it
got
up.
the reset. Now Sylvanas
But
going to
Sylvanas is going in the back
something
line
happen.
again, and she's just dying again.
And yeah, this is the teamfight that is going to end their career. Because they are
Their
losing it.
career!
Running
Oh my
wild.
god! Their career
Wait,
is over.
no, Wayner
boys.
dies as well. But okay, never mind. I was
Nah, it's over. There's a Zerg wave on core. It's completely
yes, and
over.
also top keep fell from
Wow.
the siege camp.
Well,
Four shields are down. Nobody's back to defend that, and we have a winner. Team Beef Boys.
Beef Boys.
Coming in clutch here. That boss
Well,
play was just insanely good for
yeah.
them.
It was really close. Running Wild definitely made it a series. You know, getting it to 3 games and such, but that boss play, you gotta question it. You gotta question why they decided to go for that.
Yeah, against the level 16. Not
Yep.
the best choice. And Beef
Yeah.
Boys take away this 2-1 victory. Getting into that semi-final. Where they will face either Phoenix Rising Zenfight or Phoenix Rising Ruby next. Phoenix Rising Orc battling that quarterfinal out. So yeah, what an exciting series,
For sure.
I have to say. Just amazing watching these two teams battling against each other. And it's not over yet. At least not the cast, because I want to get an interview. Let me message the captain. So we can hear the insights on the games.
I gotta remind myself of these drafts, dude. This was such a close last game. I don't remember the rest of the game, the rest of the match. Well, it was close until the boss play, at least.
Yeah, after that play, it was almost dead even. I mean, Beef Boys had the 16 advantage, but it wasn't huge.
Oh,
Running Wild.
there's a maintenance
Wait,
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay.
Patch? Question mark?
Okay, you just baited me hard.
No, there is.
Wait, now? Like, I can still play.
No. Tomorrow morning. Like, I'm not right now.
Yeah, what do you
Like,
mean
what?
with tomorrow morning?
There's a maintenance tomorrow morning.
Yeah, for
Might be
you
a
tomorrow,
patch.
for me it's already 4 AM.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. There's a maintenance later today, Mr. German.
Okay, that is more acceptable.
Oh
So
my
we
gosh, this
we're
guy.
being joined by Felipe, the murdered player himself, and I think we're gonna join lobby 2 or something. I don't know. You just follow me. And yeah, we're gonna be joined by the tank player from
Yeah.
the Beef Boys. There he is, Felipe. Hello and
Hey,
welcome.
can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear. Congratulations to your win, man. How do you feel?
We feel good, man. I think we did pretty well overall. We threw a little bit in the second game, but I think we had it the whole time. So I think all 3 games felt pretty good for us.
So I just want to ask the first question, if that's okay, Mr.
no,
Dark
it
Wolf.
isn't. It isn't.
Is it hard to walk around with those giant balls? You were just absolutely bluffing them with the murd, and Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I was telling my team, like, they think that we're all here but it's really just me, man. So like, and I think you're talking about like maybe in Cursed when I send them to when I said like go they, like my team was doing Boss, right, and I was just walking around
Yeah.
like like a
You were
5-man
literally
army.
hitting the siege camp in their
Yeah.
face, 1v5.
Yeah, I think I saw how scared they were, right, and how much they were backing off. That I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep like pretending that my entire team's here, even though they're not. Yeah, I think it worked out pretty well.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah, for sure.
that was a really good play. I like to see those. Just
Thank
amazing
you.
to watch the confidence there. But yeah,
Yeah, and, sometimes you end up feeding, but yeah.
Sorry, what?
I was saying sometimes it's good to show confidence. Sometimes you end up feeding, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
The risk you take.
you just have to limit
Yep.
this, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, what an intense series over all 3 games.
Yes, it was.
Diving a little bit into draft thoughts, maybe talking about Towers of Doom. Did you get all the picks you wanted, or did you expect the draft the way it went?
I would say yes. So we have a couple of comps that teams have gotten used to against us. So like the Junkrat and the Garrosh, as you saw, got banned pretty much every game. So like the Garrosh, I don't really get to play the Garrosh anymore. So we have the mentality now that we're going to the games. I'm not getting Garrosh. We're probably not getting Junkrat, right? So we're ready with our main draft is now something else. So going into the games, we're prepared to not get those heroes, and we've been practicing new stuff. So I think so like towers. I think all 3 games we got pretty much the draft that we were expecting.
That is good to hear.
All right.
You gave away the Stukov. Was that also a plan of yours? Were you not afraid of a silence that was getting placed under you guys?
Yeah, that's one of those things. Is like, what would you rather deal with? And like I think in the current meta, right, Brightwing and Stukov are both really good. So we
sure.
just had to choose. We say, do we want to deal with the Brightwing or do we want to deal with the Stukov this game? And I think it was just like, the first 2 games we did the Stukov and we said, okay, never mind, let's just deal with the Brightwing, and we just banned the Stukov. So we didn't want to play against either one, but we had to choose one.
And you guys got off to a pretty slow start in that first game. Were you guys worried at all when it was 0-6, or did you know that your comp scaled at level 10?
We knew that we needed 10 for sure, but we were a little bit worried. Like I think, so we wanted to invade their camp with our Dehaka, with their global, right? And we took a little bit too long, and to the point where their Sonya got their 2, and it was just a full 5v5, which is not what we wanted at all. We were trying to force the 5v4. So that didn't go as planned. That was a little rough. And yeah, it was a little rocky at the start, but we just like stayed focused and said, let's just keep soaking, let's keep the macro going. And then we definitely scale later on. So we just played for the higher levels.
Fair enough.
Cool thing. And I mean, you definitely crushed it later on in the game. I mean, definitely the Maiev plays were pretty big, I think. And also, like in the end, the last fight, they got with a triple Lorenado, was looking really good.
Yep.
Sorry, did you want to elaborate on it?
Yes, I agree. I think the Maiev was huge that game. I think a lot of really good discs, a lot of really good pulls. And same in the Dehaka too. I think Trib on the Dehaka, he got a lot of really good bushes where he globaled in, got a good ISO, a good tongue, and we were able to kill like the Stukov or one of the backliners. And then meanwhile, the Odin's just shooting everybody, So I think that game, like after the rocky start, we picked it up and we took that bot, like we took their bot fort. And we held that like champs. We held that bot fort the entire game. We never gave it, and I think that was one of the main issues with that game, or like the main reasons that we did so well in that game later on, is that we never gave up the positioning and we never gave up that bottom fort the entire time.
Yeah, and I just want to ask about that Lornado. Is that something you guys wanted coming in, the Lornado over the sleep? Because most people, they're gonna want that stay a while and listen. So I'm just curious about that pick for you guys.
Yeah, we love the NATO. We love the maps like that's what it's on towers, right? We play for those bottom temples because we know they have those chokes where we can use the NATO to zone people out, right? Lox is really good with her NATOs. She knows what she's doing, and after 20, she just gets those resets and keeps sending those NATOs out. And it's something that just the enemy team just can't really deal with. So we knew from the start that we were gonna go NATO because of the chokes on this map, and we can play around it really well. And it can be really annoying against the enemy. So yeah, shout out to Lox and those NATOs, really good.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, really strong. And then moving on to game number 2, where you lost on Curse Hollow. What were you thinking when you saw the Sonya death thing and then with the last pick 0-2 getting locked in?
Yeah, so as soon as we saw the Deathwing, we assumed it was main tank Deathwing. We assumed that it was the response to our Junkrat. But we weren't too worried about it. So what I ended up saying was, okay, well, their main tank is Deathwing, right? So all we need to do, especially since we have the Tychus, right? We just need to hit him, right, and get his health down, and then he has to leave the fight. There's nothing he can do, and now they don't have a tank. So that was our strategy going into the fights: just hit the Deathwing, make him so he has to leave because he can't be healed, right? So he has to leave the fight eventually. We have the Tychus that can get him down really fast. So then he has to go up in the air, and then the fight is pretty much over because they don't have a tank anymore. So we weren't too worried about that. I think what ended up, what kind of like blindsided us that we weren't expecting was all the really good synergy with the Sonya leap into the Zeratul. I think that's the reason we lost every fight that we did lose. That we were not expecting, and we definitely should have been playing a little bit more safe, knowing that they were going straight for our healer every single time with that combo.
Yeah, and I was actually wondering about that, the Tehran. It seemed like a pretty greedy pick to me because you already knew there was the Sonya who could leap on her. You guys still decided to go for that. Is there, can you give me like a reason why you guys wanted to do that?
So yeah, honestly, it sounds kind of bad. Okay, so I usually do like a lot of the drafting, but when it comes to Lux and her healers, I usually just say, Lux, dude, whatever you think is good here, go for it. And so she wanted to play this round, and she went for it. I think we were fine until we saw the Zeratul. I think we could have saved her from the Sonya leap alone. I think we would have been fine. Once the Zeratul came up, that's when it got a little rough. And honestly, it's something that hindsight, right? After the game, we were like, you know what, like that was something that we should have been watching out for. She even said like maybe I should have just been hiding the entire time until we saw them. Like that's probably what we should have done. So yeah, there was probably a better pick there, and then it turned out something that wasn't blown up as easily, but it's not something that we even thought of until after the game.
Fair enough, yeah.
What I'm really curious is about when you guys lost a little bit of grip in the late game, when you lost a few kills, you were still 3 keeps up, but like you kind of lost not the focus, but you lost kind of the upper hand in the game. And when before the last team fight, what was going on in your communication?
Yeah, we were actually pretty confident, right? So I think we were ahead that entire game, right? At that point, all their keeps were dead. We finished every single keep. We still had all our keeps up. The only thing we're thinking about is, okay, this tribute that's coming up is their third tribute. That's the curse, right? We don't really want to give it. It's an even fight, right? So we said, okay, let's just set up all the Junkrat traps. I even thought they were gonna give it because we were 0 out of 3 tributes, right? So they could have just given it.
Yeah, we thought so too.
So I thought they were just going to give it. We were kind of confident. We set up the Junkrat mines really early. We were pretty confident about that fight. And then all of a sudden, we were really surprised when Deathwing just landed out of nowhere because we thought he was going to continue to stall, right? He just landed out of nowhere. We did not see that coming. And then suddenly, we just see the Sonya and Zeratul on top of the Tyrande. It just kind of, went from there. So we were definitely surprised on that fight.
Fair enough. That's all I got for game 2. What about you?
Yeah, same. I wanted to move on to Brexis.
You guys picked that map. Any reason why you guys wanted for map pick and Braxis in particular?
We wanted to try out this strat. We wanted to try the 2-3 strat with the ETC Rainer top. I think we just wanted to give that a try. We've tried it before once or twice.
Okay.
It definitely needs more practice, but that's kind of what we were going for. We did like that exact comp that we have on there is pretty much what we wanted. So that's why we picked the map. We wanted to shoot for that.
And when you saw the Leoric,
sorry.
Yeah, when you saw the Leoric, it didn't move you at all to put the ETC in the off lane. It didn't deter you guys at all.
No. So I think that personally, I don't know. I think ETC Rainer is a duo that really can't lose to any other duo at least. So in our brains, we were thinking, yeah, ETC Rainer top is you can't lose. We did end up losing that duo at the beginning though, so that was something that we weren't expecting. But we were planning on doing ETC Rainer top and then the 3-man bottom, pretty much the entire game, or at least the early portion of the game.
Okay.
Fair enough. And I mean, you were definitely playing around with stage up, I guess. But I mean, the game was probably not going into your into your favor in the early game. Like, were you worried after that early game?
Yeah, definitely. Once we lost the first wave, like 100-0 in the first couple of minutes of the game, we were a little bit worried. We just stayed focused, sent the right people to clear. We didn't lose. I don't think we didn't lose a fort to that wave, which I think is really good that we defended that well.
Yeah.
We eventually wiped and then lost bottom fort later on. So yeah, the early game was a little bit rough, and I think that it really started picking up for us once we got tents and we got the Pierce and the Stormbolt. We got the stage dive. Now we can send, now we have the global. We can send DTC off to soak, and then we can force the 5v4 pretty much whenever we want. So that's when we really started to come back after we got our tents.
For sure.
And then, the dance around the boss, that was basically the game-winning move from you guys.
Yes.
Were you initially like looking for a boss when you got the level 16, or were you
Not at
just?
all. So
It was just
yeah,
a
not at
moment.
all. We were gonna get 16 first, and we saw, I walked into a bush and I almost died. Locks pulled me out, thankfully, because they were trying to force the fight because we were gonna get 16 first, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't want that at all. We were saying, okay, well, let's get 16 and then we can look for something, right? So once they weren't able to get that pick on me, it was still 5v5. They decided that their play was to force the boss
Yep.
to try to get that fight before 16. So we saw it, but we didn't want it either. We didn't want the boss at all, right? So we showed and they backed off. I decided, I just said I'm gonna leash it, right?
Yep.
And then I said, said ETC just go soak. I sent Trib up to soak, right? Because he has stage dive. So go get us 16. We're gonna keep it leashed, and then like if we get 16, then we can take this fight now. The boss is already almost dead. We can just finish the boss and take it. And then so then we let it leash. They started hitting it again. Like they wanted the fight, and at that point we got 16. I said, okay, we're just gonna commit to this, and then we took the fight with our 16 talents. With the boss was already dead, so that was pretty much, the boss was irrelevant. It was just that 5v5 on point when we have the 16 talent advantage. It was a really good fight for us.
For sure.
Yeah.
That was a smart play from you guys to keep that leash. Good job on that.
Yeah, the game-winning play.
Yeah, I think that dance it was pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You have anything else for game 3, Mr. Dark Wolf?
Not for game 3, no.
Okay, so let's talk about the rest of the playoffs then. You guys are facing either Xanthite or Ruby. Any thoughts on who you want to face, or any thoughts on those teams in general?
Yeah, so we're pretty confident. We've grown a lot since we started this season. I think that when back in the last portion of the tournament, we actually lost to Running Wild. We lost to a lot of teams that now that we're feeling much better. I feel that we're confident that we can beat pretty much all the teams, right? And so going into the next game, like you said, it's either Ruby or Xanthite. Obviously, I think we'd rather face Ruby. They're the lower seed, and Xanthite is a very strong opponent. We did lose to Xanthite, actually. I think when we played against them, we took the first game, and then we lost the next two. So that's that would be a really close match. It would be a really fun match to play against. So we're excited for either one. And I think we're confident, we're ready to go, and we're feeling it.
Cool. And in case you're winning that match, who would you like to face in the grand final?
I don't think we have a preference. I think that for the sake of keeping the games interesting and fun, I hope that we end up facing the best team that there possibly can be. I think that we're all really excited to see how far we can push ourselves as a team, and we want to be challenged. So I don't know. We don't really have a preference. We're just excited to keep playing.
Alright, so no nemesis there on the other side.
I mean, maybe we do want to get another game against Caffeinated Nights, but we'll see.
Alright. Yeah, if Zebra doesn't have anything else to ask or add, then
Nope.
Then you can go ahead with shoutouts.
All right. Well, big shout out to the whole team. Like I said, we're a pretty new team, right? Like I just met these guys not too long ago, and everyone we've grown so much in the past. I don't even know, like month. So shout out to everybody. Rob has been doing great. Trib has been doing great, even though he has to run off to work all the time. Still shout out to him. Locks popping off and all the healers keeping me from feeding. That's the big shout out because I feed a lot. So she's always there saving my ass. And then Hart, as always, really good on all the heroes he plays. So shout out to the entire team. And yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Evan,
Alright.
thank you for joining me or us in this interview, and wish you good luck for the next games.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you for having me. Have a good day.
Have a good
Good
day.
night.
Take care.
Bye bye.
All right. And yeah, with that interview concluded, we can also finish this cast up. Thank you, Zebra, for joining me once again. It was a lot of fun.
For sure. Fun
We-
series to watch too.
Yeah, very exciting games. Back and forth, going into the late games, mostly. Super fun to watch. And yeah,
And of
thank you guys for
course,
watching as well. Sorry, what
Thank
did
you, chat, for being here. I was gonna say
chat.
the same thing.
Absolutely amazing today. Great to see so many guys watching Nexus Division. And yeah, with that, I will finish the cast. I will send you over to the main channel where the Storm Division playoffs are getting casted by Crushnator, I believe. I'm not sure who is actually casting that. But yeah, I will send you over there. So have a good evening, guys. Take care, guys.
Goodbye, chat.